Hello, everybody. I'm so thrilled you are here. My name is Ogechi, and I am passionate about leadership, growth, and helping high achievers. And today we are going to be talking about imposter syndrome. I don't know if you've ever felt like you don't belong in any position where you find yourself, or you've ever felt like you're not measuring up to the role where you are. I would like you to drop a comment in the chat if you've ever felt like that. And if you've ever felt like that, believe me, you're not alone. I've been there and I know how it feels. So that's why we're talking. It's a very important topic because I actually found out that it affects like 70% of the population, especially professionals. And initially, when this word imposter syndrome, because that's what we're going to cover today. These are the things we're going to cover: what imposter syndrome is, why leaders struggle with it, and the types of syndromes, the root causes and the patterns, the tools for disrupting the cycle, and the interactive. We'll now have an interactive reflective activity after we are done, and learn together, strategize together. So, imposter syndrome is not just a buzzword. It's actually that tiny voice that you hear in your head that tells you, you're not good enough. They're going to find out soon that you're not fit for this position, you know. So it was first coined by Plants and Imes in 1978. And it was first attributed to women. Women were the ones that had this issue. But later on, they found out rather, not me. So later on, it was found to be an issue predominant with even those in the STEM profession, like doctors, engineers, and the rest. So there's this persistent self doubt, despite achievements, despite degrees, despite the amount of time you spend studying. There's this persistent voice you hear that tells you that you're a fraud where you are, you don't qualify for this position. So that's why it affects leaders because leaders are among high achievers and all that. So they always feel like they don't. There's this feeling of not qualifying for where they are. So why do leaders struggle with this? You might ask. It's because of that pressure to always appear perfect. You get leaders always want to look like they know it all. Leaders always want to, they have this burden to represent the organization or whatever cause they are standing for. And that leads to this struggle because they always feel like, oh, I don't know it all. And the truth is, leaders mustn't know it all. You shouldn't. I don't think there's anybody that knows it all. So, but you just have to be confident that wherever you find yourself, that you belong there and you qualify for that position. So most times they feel like, oh, they're going to find out that I don't even know much. So today I'm going to deal with that. So the five phases of imposter syndrome, so that we can understand how it affects every one of us. Because if we just talk about it as self-doubt, a lot of people can just say, I'm very confident in myself, or I don't have that. But I'm going to break it down so that you see the different ways that we all could be affected by this. Like the first phase of imposter syndrome is the perfectionist. Who are these people? They set extremely high standards for themselves. And any small mistake feels like a failure. It feels like, oh, they've really failed. There's always something they want to fix. They're never content with their achievements. They always want to fix something. And this could lead to anxiety. So if you notice that you're always anxious and maybe you end up having anxiety after your day at work or something, you need to sit and reflect and find out if you fall into this category of perfectionist, that you always set high standards that is even going to be difficult for some people to meet, and you're really struggling just to meet it. And anytime you do not meet those standards, you feel like you failed. And then there's the superwoman and superman um, imposter syndrome. These ones, they juggle with a lot of roles. They want to do a lot of things. They feel like working harder and longer means that they're proving that's a way of proving that they are adequate. You get? So if they don't work hard, they are inadequate. They feel guilty when they take a break. They don't even want to take a break from anything. They juggle, they want to do everything. They want to be the ones doing everything in the house, in their profession, in their family, in their relationship. They are just, they want to do everything. And this can also lead to burnout. This can lead to burnout because they're trying to juggle too many things at the same time. Then the natural genius, they feel they are really they're talented when things feel easier. So if something feels hard to accomplish, they start feeling like, oh, then they do not belong there. Just any natural struggle in learning or anything they are doing feels like they're fraud. So they don't like challenges because any challenge makes them feel like they are incompetent. Then there's the soloist. They reject help. They don't like being helped because they're trying to protect an image. So they feel ashamed when they need help or they need mentorship or guidance. This set of people, they don't like working in teams. They like isolating themselves and they overwork to prove themselves that they are capable. Then we come to the experts. These ones, you from the name, you think that, oh, that means they know it all, that they are experts. No. Funny enough, these experts, they never feel like experts in anything. That's what I would say. They feel that they are never enough. They constantly seek more things. They want to do more trainings. They want to more certifications, more qualifications, everything. Every time they worry that they are not enough. They always feel like they are inexperienced for anything. And honestly, I'm going to be so honest with you. I fall into this category. I don't ever feel qualified for anywhere I find myself. Even talking to you today, it took me guts to even come up to say, okay, I'm going to do this. Because I still felt that nudge that, what do you know that you're going to go and talk about? You get. So I fall into this aspect. I always feel, okay, maybe I need to learn more. Maybe I need to know more. And then I'm always seeking out for more, where I can learn more, where I can do more and all that. But another thing it does, it also limits the opportunities that you expose yourself to. Because this set of people, they would never apply for a job that they think that they do not meet all the requirements. They only apply for jobs where they feel like they exceed the requirements. A lot of times this happened to me. There are some jobs I would apply for, and people would tell me, why would you apply for that kind of job? I'll go like, well, I think I feel safe. Like I don't say it out to them, but in my head, I feel safe applying for this little position. I should be able to get this. And I wouldn't be so bold to go and apply for something extra because I feel, oh, what do I know I'm going to give? What do I know I'm bringing to the table? You get. So these are the different phases of imposter syndrome. And I don't know if any one of them you identify as any one of them. If you do, please just drop in the chat, like write the one you think you are, like the one you think you've experienced among the five phases. So what are the common thoughts that we usually have? I'm not good enough. And not just that you're not good enough, you say, oh, I'm still learning. And you don't ever tend to celebrate your wins. You don't ever celebrate your wins. Oh, yeah, that was just one time. People are like, you did great. Ah, I, that was just then. I don't even know how it happened, but at least it did happen. So why don't you celebrate that it happened? And that means that you're good and that you're where you're meant to be, that you've earned it. So don't feel like a fraud. You are unique and you have value. So we're going to reflect after the recording stops. We're going to reflect on what successes that we have minimized or overlooked. And those watching, please, I want you to also reflect. You can write in a journal. You can just write it down and say, okay, these are the successes I've minimized and overlooked. Celebrate those successes. You should be proud of what you have achieved. And we're going to rewrite the script today. When we're done with the recording and we are talking in a group, we're going to share our limiting beliefs. We're going to refrain from those beliefs. And we're going to make bold affirmations together. And these are the tools that I'm going to leave with you today that disrupt the cycle. Awareness and naming the pattern. Thank God we've learned all the different ways that it can appear. So now you know all the ways, all the different, when it comes up, if you're a soloist, you know how to tackle it now. If you're that superwoman, superman, you know about it now. If you're the perfectionist, you know what to do. So we've named it, we've made ourselves aware of it. Now we're going to start reframing from negative self-talk. And we're going to start building support systems that would help us to see the good in what we're doing. You know, people that encourage you. I have those in my cycle, my circle, rather. People that tell me, I mean, in my circle, I have those people that tell me, "Oh, you're really good. You're doing that. You're doing this. You know." Because most times when I don't see it, it's those people in my circle that see it, and that's why you need to build a support system, and you need to start tracking your accomplishments. Don't play down on your wins. I will keep saying it. As you win, you have to take note of it because we end up taking note of where we failed rather than taking note of where we are winning. So mentorship and feedback is also a very good one to overcome this. If you have a mentor that will tell you the truth, because initially I had no idea that I had imposter syndrome. It was a mentor, a professor that told me. She was like, "Okay, you are struggling with this. You are struggling with this." And I had to start looking into it. And I'm still growing and I'm still trying to feel like I belong. And I want all of us to feel that way too. I want us to know that we belong. We are not alone and we are not imposters. We are growing, we are becoming, we are learning. So let us lead with purpose and power. These are the recommended sources in case you want to learn more about imposter syndrome. Thank you.